Right, well, today sees us take on Paris Saint-Germain away from home in Ligue 1. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a very, very big one. Hi guys, Gamer James here. Thank you very much for clicking play. Welcome back to Marseille. Look at that, we are still second in Ligue 1. Today we do take on Paris Saint-Germain. It's first v second. They are still unbeaten. They are 6 points clear of us. They still have 2 games in hand. This game will make or break our title challenge. Win it and we're still hanging on to their coattails. Lose it and it is all over, because we would be 9 points behind. They would still have 2 games in hand, which would put them 15 points clear of us. We really need to do them in their own place here. It's not going to be an easy one. We're in fantastic form. We're in fantastic goal scoring form. We're going to show you the schedule now. There's no transfer news to catch up on. I'll show you quickly the finances, and then it'll be straight into the match. So since you were last with us, it was the Bordeaux game, the 1-0. Since then we've been in phenomenal form still. 4-0 wins over Havre and Nancy, both away from home. Really got the confidence going ahead of the Coupe de Ligue semi-final at Monaco. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the result we needed. We went behind 3 times, managed to get it back to 1-1 and 2-2, but Kylian Mbappe came off the bench and broke our hearts with a goal 13 minutes from time. We then followed that up after all those clean sheets. We then got breached 3 times for the second game running against Caen. It was a frustrating game. Again, we went behind twice. We got it back to 2-2, went ahead 3-2, and then we were pegged back to 3-3. A draw was a fair result. It was a very even game, but it was a frustrating one. But the good news is Jordan Ayew continues to score goals. So we then, as you can see, we went to Havre, 1-3-2, an own goal, and then goals from Fernandez and Zdenek Machalek, who I showed you in the last video, scored. It was in the French Cup. It was his first start for the club. He played the full 90 minutes, got a goal. Really, really happy for him. He played really well. Promising one for the future. Then came games against Toulouse and Montpellier. We won them both. Jordan Ayew got all the goals. We beat Toulouse 2-0. We beat Montpellier 1-0. That is what's kept us in second place. That is what has kept us, if you have a look here, ahead of Monaco, because they're in ridiculously good form as well at the minute. I'll show you the form in a second. But Paris Saint-Germain, I think, are about 30 something games unbeaten now. Games without losing. Paris Saint-Germain 34, Monaco 17, and then we are on 13 unbeaten. Brilliant form at the minute. It's going to be a big test today though. So yeah, one thing as well though, just look at how many games we have scored in a row. All the way back. Last team to keep a clean sheet against us were Toulouse back in September. It's 31 games, competitive games, that we have scored in a row now. We go into every game thinking that we can score. What happened there? Yeah, we go into every game thinking we can score. Jordan Ayew has been fantastic. He is just smashing the goals in. If I show you his form report, he's played 10 games since Dembele got injured. He's scored 9 goals. He's got 4 assists in those 10 games. Incredible form he's in. Just look at it. It's just goals every game. Really need him to step up in this match as well. You can see his career stats. He's approaching. I think in one of those last 2 games against Montpellier, or it might have been the other one against Toulouse, he hit 50 for the club, which was a brilliant achievement for him. But he does only have a year and 4 months left on his contract, so this summer I will be making a decision on him. Will I sell him? Will I keep him? Depends how Machalek carries on his development. Ayew could really be on the move. If we show you the finances, we just signed a £32 million sponsorship deal, which has brought us back into the black. We were in the red quite badly. We are losing a lot of money at the minute. We are spending a little bit over, what are we, about 120 grand a week over our wage budget, which is not good. this summer's going to be about getting rid of a few players, bringing in some of the youngsters, because the squad is quite bloated at the minute. The wages, as you can see, we're spending over £2 million a week. It is not good. So you can see here the squad, what I'm saying, it's really bloated. These are just the players that are at the club. We've got a lot here. If I take the not at club filter off, we have got a lot of players here out on loan. These are the ones that I have high hopes for next season. I'll show you them maybe at the end of the season in a bit more detail. I'll go through all of these, but you can see I really need to get rid of some of the high earners at the club now. We've built a great squad, but if you look at some of these wages now, they're escalating massively, and we really need to trim this squad, get this wage expenditure down, get some transfer fees in as well, because at the minute we're only retaining 30% of our transfer income, which isn't great. We need to sort that out before we start selling players, because I'm not selling players if I'm not keeping all the money. 15th of February as it stands. Obviously the transfer window has been shut for about a week and a half. Ivalio Chochev is attracting interest from China because their transfer window is still open. That club there, I will let you pronounce them. I'll call them Jingfu. They keep coming in for Chochev, but the last offer was non-negotiable, and it was under his value. I think it was about 8 million up front with maybe 5 million over 12 months, and then it was add-ons and clauses. But no, it was just not happening. He's got a long time left on his contract. He does want to go because of the pay rise. I did have a chat with him. Will it show it here? It basically, he wanted to go there because it was going to be a pay rise. He's on 55 grand a week with us, and I said, okay, so what figure do you have in mind? And he said 69,000. So I've told him we'll go in and sort out a contract for him, which I'm hoping to do, because when the offer was in, I had a look at it, and he's got loyalty bonuses. He gets 20% of the sell-on fee. We would have, and obviously taking into consideration, we only keep 30% of transfer income. We were just going to end up with nothing out of that deal. So I'll be sorting out his new contract, giving him 65 grand a week, I'll give him a bit more if it gets rid of some of those loyalty bonuses and sell-on fees as well. He's been absolutely phenomenal this season. You can see his form just dropped off in the last couple of games, but before that he has just been absolutely fantastic. Desperately want to keep hold of him, but if he starts to agitate for a move, then we will be looking. But look, he's worth 17 million. I'm not letting him go for peanuts, that is for sure. So this is the team we are going with then. Just before we run through it, we have gone to a counter mentality just for the first 15-20 minutes. I normally play control and fluid against most teams, and it works quite well. You can see from the form that we're playing really well with it. I've gone flexible as well. I just want to try and stem the flow a little bit and then assert ourselves on the game. Part of me did think, should we go in and go for them at the start? I always seem to bottle it against against Paris Saint-Germain. I don't know what it is. Always seem to bottle it and try and defend it a little bit, but it's only going to be for 15-20 minutes, and then we're going to go standard and see if we can assert ourselves on the game. But we've got Begovic in goal, Augustinsson at left back, Duarte and Bay in the centre of defence, Klosterman at right back, Thiago and Chochev in the middle, and then it's Depay, Ogajon, Tovan and Jordan Ayew up front. Let's hope we can keep this goal scoring record going. Let's hope we can keep the form going. So you can see the two lineups there. Obviously the press is saying Paris Saint-Germain are favourites. They're saying Dembele's absence will hit us hard, but he hasn't been with us now for a couple of months. Just look at that team that they're putting out. Marquinhos, Rulli in goal, Verratti, Di Maria, De Bruyne, Aubameyang, Cavani. It is scary, that team, and they just keep adding to it. I'm trying to think, who is it that they've been linked with now? Anthony Martial, who's doing really well at United in the game. He's the next one to be really massively linked. Paulo Dybala keeps getting linked, but doesn't ever seem to come off that one. We might be the underdogs, but the fans will be expecting a certain level of commitment. Right, so what I'm going to do is assertively tell them to go out there and get revenge for what happened, because we lost 2-1 in the game at home against them. So let's just see if we can fire them up by saying go out there and get revenge. That could be an interesting little tactic, couldn't it? Could backfire spectacularly. That stadium does look impressive. All right, so we get the game underway. We need big performances from players like Memphis, from Chochev, from Ayew. We need really big performances. Cleared up to Aubameyang. He is quick. Look at him go. He is lightning. Brilliant from Duarte though. Verratti curls one into Begovic's hands. Really good defending there from Oscar Duarte though. Begovic will set us on our way. They are looking tired. Look at their fitness levels. Maybe we can run them around here a little bit. We've seen out the first 20 odd minutes, so I'm going to change it in a minute. Here's Verratti and Augustinsson, a one-man defensive wall there. It's Chochev now leading the counter-attack. Tovan, I mean, I've put it on counter mentality. I've probably got the approach set up all wrong because I haven't changed any of the tactical instructions. It's just the mentality and the structure. So to be fair, I've probably got it all wrong. We probably should be playing more direct. We probably should be playing with wingers rather than inside forwards. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Reasonably impressed. We've had more shots than them. We haven't really seen any of them, but we're doing okay. Obviously, they are massively overwhelming favourites, but if we can keep them at bay for a little bit longer, we could maybe start asserting ourselves on the game. Here's Aubameyang. Good turn, but defence stays tight with him. Duarte, fantastic defending again against Aubameyang there. It's coming back at us again though with Cavani. He's going to try a shot, is he? No, he's laid it off to Aubameyang and Begovic saves. Marquinhos lifts it forward, but Eric Bailly gets to it, and here's Ogajan. Thiago. Apologies, by the way, if the daylight's kind of shining through behind me there. I do keep trying to keep my head to block the light out a little bit as Chochev fires one wide. You can see we've gone standard now, just trying to assert ourselves on the game a little bit because we've done really well. We've matched up to them. We just need to start creating something for ourselves because we haven't seen an awful lot of us going forward. Here's Ogajan and Chochev, played forward for Jordan Ayew. Oh, he laid it back to Chochev. It's out with Klosterman to Thiago, Ogajan, Tovan. He's hit the bar. Oh, what a move, what a hit. So unlucky. It's gone for the corner, apparently. Okay, Augustinson's going to take. In it goes, and Ogajan heads over. Rulli hits the free kick long. But is it going to be us or them attacking? It could be us here. Here's Klosterman and Chochev. Di Maria, though, picks it back up, and De Bruyne to Verratti. Eric Bailly, though, will come across and cover that. Goes back to Begovic. That could have been risky. And we're being pinned back in our own half a little bit here. Tovan hitting the bar seems to have riled them up a little bit as Verratti drives one wide. But they're shooting from distance quite a lot, which is encouraging from us. It shows that they could be getting frustrated here. Here's Di Maria into Verratti, and Lucas Moura has a great hit and a brilliant save from Begovic. If we come out of this with a draw, it'd be a good result on paper. Again, it would pretty much get rid of our title hopes because we need to haul that lead in a little bit. One thing I should point out, I mean, after this we'll have 11 games left, and we're on 59 points, and that's going to be one of our highest totals that we've managed so far, and we've still got 11 games to go. So it's a ridiculously good season. Going out in the group stage of the Europa League, while it was really, really disappointing at the time, I think I said at the time, it could be quite a blessing in disguise, as Aubameyang has tucked away a lovely little header, and our title hopes, which were hanging by a thread at best, have just been extinguished by Aubameyang with a brilliant header. It's 1-0, and even though they are looking absolutely knackered, they are really, really dominating us in terms of chances. Here's Chochev though. What can he do? Not a lot. Not a lot. Come on, boys. You're better than this. Come on. Here's Marquinhos, De Sciglio. Back to Rulli. They're just passing it around now. Is this going to be their mentality now for the rest of the game? It's the 4-4-2. I really struggle against the 4-4-2. I know it's Paris Saint-Germain, but I just struggle against it in general, really, with this formation. Here's Cavani. It's a good hit, but Begovic gathers it in. Jordan Ayew. Little 1-2 there, and he's with Chochev. Klosterman on the overlap. In it goes to Ayew. Brilliant save, Rulli. That was our first real sighting of goal, I think. Augustinsson, he was looking for Memphis there, wasn't he? Klosterman's throw to Bailly, Chochev, Tovan. Here's Thiago, but he's been caught in possession. And Cavani, it's just their quality. I mean, we've got a really good squad. I'm really happy with it, but they've just got quality oozing through their team. It's just ridiculous. It's unfair. Right, half time then. It's 1-0. On paper, could have been worse. We've played pretty well. We have caused them a few problems, but I've just passionately told them that we're the underdogs, go out there and give the fans something to cheer for, and it went down okay. You can see we've had 10 shots, they've had 11, but they've put far more on target than we have. They've had more long shots than us, but they've got the decisive goal at the minute. I do think we're still in the game though. Hugo Mayo with the throw. Here's Lucas Moura, crossed in. Klosterman heads away. Tovan could lead the counter here. Here's Jordan Ayew. Driving forward. Holding the play up well. He's gone for goal. He's curled it wide. Held the ball up really well there, but then decided once players got up to support him, he was going to shoot from miles out. Strange decision. But Thiago with a good challenge. Chochev now and Ogajan. Forward to Jordan Ayew. What can he do? He brings Chochev into play. And Tovan, Ogajan, Thiago, Jordan Ayew. Oh, it's inches wide. Brilliant move. Begovic takes a free kick to Augustinsson, and that is a poor ball down the line from Augustinsson. And you just can't invite Paris Saint-Germain a free chance to attack you like that. Our not only is our good form potentially coming to an end here, but our goal scoring form could be coming to an end. It's more than 30 games. We've had the achievement for the 30 games in a row scoring, and it could be coming to an end here. But Ayew's in, big chance. Oh, he's rushed it and he's put it wide. De Sciglio with the throw into Di Maria. Cross to Verratti, Lucas Moura. Oh, he's been allowed to turn, but closed down well as he tries to cross. Here's Thiago, just cleared it anywhere at the minute. I mean, we're dominating possession. We've got 53% possession. I really don't know where that's come from, because every highlight seems to be them just knocking it around brilliantly. Don't know how we've had more of the ball. Eric Bailly with a thumping header to clear there. Here's De Bruyne and Cavani, but it's a tame shot. Cavani's flicked on. Right, we've made our third and final change. I've taken Jordan Ayew off because he's got 6.4 as Aubameyang wraps up the points at 2-0. What I have done is I've brought on Zdeněk Makalek. I think he's 18, a young prospect. See what he can do. Kind of irrelevant now as Aubameyang sweeps in the second. So Makalek takes the kickoff. 2-0 down. Can we get ourselves back into this game? Here's Memphis to Pereira. Bruno Fernandes. Good ball out to Augustinsson. Thiago. Pereira. It's a good move. Pereira. Fernandes. It's a corner. It's been a frustrating performance. We've had 15 shots. We've had 50% of the ball. Eric Bailly's headed it wide, but we just can't put any of our shots on target. 2 shots on target out of 16. Another frustrating one. Another frustrating game. Pereira, dead ball specialist. Oh, he's done it. Right, that's sorry, knocked the microphone over. That's mission 1 accomplished. Keep our goal scoring form going. Massive deflection. Andreas Pereira knocked the microphone over in my excitement there. And we're coming again. Can we get an unlikely result here? Here's Makalek, Bruno Fernandes, out to Klosterman, Tovan, Pereira. Great hit! And what a save that is. Makalek flagged offside. Surely though, would that have counted? Maybe not. It happened in Spain in La Liga recently. I can't remember what team it was, but a guy shot from outside the box and his striker, his teammate, ran in front of the goalkeeper, miles offside, and just jumped over the ball, and the shot went in, and they allowed it. It was ridiculous. I can't remember what team it was, but it was madness. Right, we've got 6 minutes to go. Come on, boys. Come on, highlight please, come on. Oh, it looks like we're going down. We lost the first game 2-1, so we're not getting hammered by Paris Saint-Germain anymore, so there are positives to take. Cavani, Begovic palms it round the post. We've had 20 shots each. It's just that we've only put 4 of ours on target. We've only had 10 of them have been long range shots, so we have got in with half decent chances. I mean, we have had one clear-cut chance, 3 half chances. Oh, Rojani, he has missed a sitter. He's put it over from pretty much under the bar. Well, Paris Saint-Germain go 9 points clear then. The final whistle's only seconds away. It's going to be a defeat. It's a shame, but we are getting closer to Paris Saint-Germain. We're not getting smashed by them. It's getting there. It really is getting there. I'm going to calmly tell them that they gave it the best effort. We were the underdogs, but they gave it their all. The ratings aren't great, but do you know what? Looking at the stats, 50% possession. If we'd have just put a few more of those shots on target, I think we could have got something out of that game. In the end, though, it looks like we're battling Monaco for second. I really don't want to finish third because I really don't want to get this close to the Champions League and then end up in a playoff and ending up playing some massive German team or something and going out and going back into the Europa League. Definitely don't want that happening. So the great news is, just before we finish, Monaco have lost to Montpellier, so we stay second. It is still in our own hands, is second place. Paris Saint-Germain, still with those 2 games in hand. Had a look at their schedule. They were in that Club World Championship thingy, so that's why they've got games in hand. Looks like they will be against Montpellier, who've played 25 as well, and then one of Toulouse or Lorient. But it's irrelevant. They'll probably win them both and go 15 points clear of us. But it's in our own hands for second. We've just got to do better than Monaco. Really, really good. 58 points is what we got in my first full season. Last season we got 62, so we're already on 58. We're really, really on course to get a fantastic... We've got, what, 33 points left to play for. I would imagine we'll get 20 to 25 points out of that, get up to around about 80, 82 points, something like that. Should be enough for second, I think. But let's have a look at the schedule then and see what is to come. Probably now looking to just maybe wrap this up in 2 videos. It'll probably depend on the French Cup. If we get to the final of that, obviously I'm going to show that. The minute I am looking possibly Monaco at home, because that's going to be a huge game. So it's probably going to be that. Then there'll definitely be the last game away at Stade de Reims because it's the last game of the season. We'll do the wrap up, and there could be a French Cup final in there as well. If not, I'm not actually sure when the French Cup final is. So if it comes in around the end of the season, we'll see. But definitely the next video will be the Monaco game because it's huge. Just quickly, actually, I haven't mentioned this before. I have had teams coming in offering interviews. I've turned down Sevilla, I've turned down Valencia. I'm currently the favourite for the Bordeaux job. Why I would take that, I don't know. But Liverpool were also available. They never offered me an interview, which I'm surprised because I'm English in the game. So I'm surprised they never offered me the interview. But I am starting to get linked to jobs. I am turning them all down. I am going to do Marseille next season because we'll be in the Champions League, and that was kind of the whole point of the save once I joined Marseille. So we will definitely be at Marseille next season and give the Champions League a crack. But yeah, right, we'll see you in the next video then for Monaco. If you like this video, then please drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again really soon. Cheers.